All right, so Halloween ends. Filming continues right now in Savannah, Georgia, and Jamie Lee Curtis has wrapped filming and she has left Savannah, but she didn't leave before posting a few final shots from Savannah and a few final shots, a few final thoughts from the set of Halloween Ends after completing filming her portions of the sequel, which will be her seventh film portraying Laurie Strode, and what she says will be her last film playing Laurie Strode. And here you can see nothing really from the set, just from Jamie's time in Savannah, Georgia. And she just posts a nice thank you to the city for being such a lovely host to the final Halloween movie. And of course, Jamie herself is a photographer, and these just some of the photos that she shot. Here, a little bit from the set. Again, we've seen similar images shared throughout the filming where we see, the fog and the spotlights. And again, just some other random shots. This house, I believe, is one of the houses that we featured here on the channel before when we looked at filming locations, and very likely getting a paint job for the production. All right, so this was posted about 6 days ago, and then up next in Jamie's stories, and you can find this in our Halloween Ends highlights on our Instagram page. But here you can see this little video that she posted literally as she is walking off the set of Halloween Ends. Um, a lot of interesting details here. I mean, right there from starting with the sticker that says the comfort zone. And then you can see, you follow, there's Jamie walking. It looks like she's wearing Laurie's jeans, actually. Did you guys see that? How fitting that one of the final images that Jamie Lee Curtis shares from the set, like literally her final image as she's leaving the set, is this prop sign that says leaving Haddonfield city limits. Pretty damn beautiful. The next day, Jamie couldn't resist posting yet more Halloween content. And here we see some great shots of some of the mini pumpkins. And you guys know I love my pumpkins. Can't have too many pumpkins in a Halloween movie. And this is what Jamie Lee Curtis says in her Instagram post. Quote, when we made the original Halloween movie in 1978, I think we had 3 pumpkins that we painted and maybe one that had the guts cut out of it. We shot in March. There was also only 1 bag of dried leaves that we kept raking up and throwing into the shots. We've heard about this many times in many behind the scenes documentaries and commentaries. Her quote continues, 44 years later, the budgets for the movies have grown, as has my waistline, but not to any great amount. Cost of living, etc., etc., excuse the pun. The talented art department was challenged with a lot of pumpkins in this new movie, and of course, the refrigerated truck that we stored them in all naturally stopped working. Rotting pumpkins is a very interesting smell that will be a hard day for the team that has to dispose of them. Just a little behind the scenes to show you what goes into one of these movies. Details, details, entrails. End quote. In a selfie posted later on that same day, Jamie Lee Curtis in the caption says, quote, last shot in Savannah heading home. When I play Laurie Strode, I put away the talismans of Jamie Lee Curtis' life. My wedding ring, my cherished necklace, child charm with Annie and Ruby's names, and the My Hand in Yours, her charity pendant she made. The pearl Ruby gave me when I stood up for her, the circle of life from Jason Blum, and today the knife from Baby Blades, which I found on Etsy and had made for my OG Halloween team. Let's get a close up of that. Look at that. There's the knife she's talking about. These are her talismans that mean so much to her that she wears in real life. And she had this knife made for her OG Halloween team. And right there you can see it is engraved with the word Halloween followed by XO JLC. Her caption for this photo continues. She says, quote, "These good luck charms hang around my neck every day to remind me of who I am, and I was thrilled to put them back on after taking them off to film the movie. I'm back to Jamie, and I'm already cleaning and organizing and throwing things out, although I'm doing so with a tiny limp and moving much slower as I am battered and bruised but ebullient from the experience of shooting Halloween Ends." So Jamie Lee Curtis, again, I mean, we saw that photo of some of her bruises, and apparently some of that is very real, at least according to what she is saying here. Battered and bruised, and actually walking with a tiny limp. But I love these pendants. I love the meaning of all of them, and I love that now this Halloween Ends knife, this Michael Myers butcher knife, is one of Jamie Lee's talismans. So a bit of Laurie Strode, with Jamie Lee all the time, which of course Laurie's always with Jamie, as we know. And then that same day, our buddy James Jude Courtney. Again, nothing spoilery whatsoever here, but James getting into the action just a little bit, reminding everybody that, yeah, he's on set too. And of course, he says here, just teasing us. James says, quote, "Can't show you Chris Nelson's special effects genius or Emily Gunshaw's wardrobe mastery, but I can tell you Halloween is going to be epic," in all caps and lots of exclamation points following it. End quote. Then Blumhouse producer Ryan Turek on his Instagram story shared this image, actually a video clip in his Instagram story of an actual prop knife from the set, just with the words "It's late." It was shared late at night after Jamie had left. There you can see a lot of blood on that knife. And then just most recently, just the other day, Christopher Nelson, of course, special effects makeup artist and mask creator. He posted this image, which again shows absolutely nothing. And but it's interesting. He says it's been a blurry few weeks. Sickly cats, wars starting, this crazy show, and then in parentheses he says will end. He's talking about Halloween Ends there. He says trips home and back, FedEx snafus, COVID, cramping styles, etc., etc. A few more days and it will all come back into focus. Hang in there, friends. Be kind to each other. Hashtag Halloween Ends. And then he thanks Zach Myers for the cool pic that Chris says, "Thanks for the cool pic that I cropped." Because obviously there's some spoilery imagery in the rest of that original photo. Interesting part here is that yes, filming is starting to come to a close, and obviously world events and personal events all wearing a little bit heavily on Chris right now, it sounds like. So there we go. That is the latest photos from the set and from the cast and crew of Halloween Ends. Not a whole lot there to dissect, but obviously Jamie Lee Curtis, marking the occasion of wrapping this film and wrapping what she considers her final time playing this character that obviously means so much to her. And means so much to the horror community and just pop culture in general. I've talked about this before on previous updates. So let me know what you think about those videos. Real quick, I want to comment on just a interesting little casting notice that came up earlier today. We had somebody ask when how long filming is going to continue. Now, I don't know exactly what we had originally seen, and everything that we had seen was saying mid March. And of course, tomorrow, in just a few hours now, it is March 1st. And I've seen things, casting notices with filming dates for this week. So filming does continue this week. And earlier today, the most recent casting notice for extras, I'm not going to put the link right here, but I will tell you what it says. Um, the filming dates are as far out possibly as next Wednesday, March 9th. March 7th, next Monday, Michael Myers Monday, and Tuesday, March 8th, and Wednesday, March 9th are all listed as possible shooting dates for what they are looking for. So that is just one guide to let us know that filming is at least going to be happening into March 8th. That is the farthest out that I've seen anything specifically dated with my own eyes at this point. Um, Mid March technically would go into the following week probably, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're wrapping up by late next week, because they have been filming since January, since mid January. So that's about the same as time frame that they shot Halloween Kills, and roughly about the same amount of shooting days, I believe. And both are just probably about a week or so longer than they shot Halloween 2018 in 2018.